Hi, everybody. I'm Amanda. This is Kevin.
Hello there.
We're with A. Smith Gallery. And today we're going to talk about our juried exhibition. It was an open theme and unmoored, which is kind of hard to explain. But anyway, it's an open theme, but there's kind of a direction. And I think
Well, unmoored basically means
yeah,
open.
she's gonna explain it really well.
Yeah.
Our juror was Debra Klomp Ching, and she wrote a really wonderful statement about this exhibit.
Yes, you did.
Kevin's going to read it right now.
You know, I'm the one that came up with unmoored, so.
I know you did. I'm thankful for you for doing that.
Thank you for that. The premise of a call for arts theme being open is wonderfully refreshing. That said, a theme or curatorial premise also provides the benefit of parameters and the possibility of more easily locating a thread to pull selections together into a cohesive exhibition or showcase. For A. Smith Gallery, the open call was coupled with the word unmoored, delightfully imaginative, if not taken literally. To be unmoored is to be unattached, to be loosened and freed from something, set free. Within the context of a call for contemporary photographs, this one word reminded me of key moments in photography's histories, when expectations of the medium were challenged with new visions, and when individual artists achieved something so remarkable with it, the photograph, that their photographic creations altered the course of our appreciation and understanding of photography as a whole. The photographs were selected within this context, a visual and narrative representation of breaking free and challenges to the status quo in the treatment and use of the photographic medium. The Jurors Award was bestowed upon Phoenix number 33, Gaga Floating in the Metaverse by Stephanie Duprie Routh. Narratively, it's a curious photograph that isn't a quick read. It depicts a figure contained within a net-like shroud looking towards something to what the viewer doesn't know. A hand is lifting the shroud away or perhaps positioning it in a place. One might question, is this a type of birth, a sign of death, or something in between and undefined as alluded to in the title? The physicality of space hovers between our understanding of the real world and something else. It's a portrait, but it's not so much about the person depicted or mentioned in the title. I read the image not as a reference to popular culture, but pointing to an undefined place in time and space. This slippage in meaning is what makes it such a curious and interesting photograph. Perhaps in a month or two, I'll read it very differently. Very good.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, very well.
She nailed it.
Very well said.
Yeah, very well done. Thank you. Thank you, Deborah, for writing that. We really appreciate it. So Kevin,
Are we gonna do the screen
we
share now?
are. So we're going to go through all the images in the exhibition. And Kevin's going to do a screen share right now. Here we go.
Is it working?
I think it is.
Okay.
So this is our first image. It's by Andrew Hersey. Andrew lives in Richmond, Virginia. This is called Electrical Impulses. And I asked people if they would like to write some words about their image. And Andrew did write a few words about this image. It's right there.
The only thing I'd add is that the images in the show was taken on a reasonably seasonal December day in a very vacant campground near Buxton, North Carolina. And my standard artsmith statement bullshit below. These works are from an ongoing photo series called Reveries, which explores time, setting, memory, storytelling, and sensuality. I believe that everything in our world, including ourselves, carries with it an energy, both tangible and malleable, capable of attraction or repulsion. My work speaks to these energies. Very good.
Thank you, Andrew. It's always good to see your work. And next we have Anita Rama. Anita lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, and the title of this is Blue Hour, and it is part of the 27. Actually, Andrew's was too. I think I forgot to say that. So it is part of the 27.
Yeah, I like the textural treatment of that. That's cool.
Yeah, I like the blue.
Here, give me that and I'll put it up. Are you want?
It's okay. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Good job, Anita. I really like that image.
Very nice.
So this is Aubrey Guthrie's image. Aubrey lives in Hurst, Texas. And the title of this is Muck Rock. I wonder where he got that.
What a great colorful shot that is, all.
Hope you're doing okay, Aubrey. Aubrey broke his arm.
Good job. Yeah, send good juju,
Yeah,
Aubrey.
send good
Aubrey
juju.
way.
So next we have an image by Brian Galgano. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia. It is part of the 27 and it's called Overlap.
Way to go, Brian. That's a great shot.
You know a little bit about
Well,
this
he's doing
series, right?
he's doing a series on tattoos right now, which is really wonderful.
So since we're talking about what people are working on, their websites are on the slideshow within this exhibition. So they're on our website. You can find their website. You can check out some of the work they've done because a lot of these people are really, really good. They're all really good. And they've got lots of other work to show. And whose is this, Kevin?
I have no idea.
Oh, yes, you do. This is Dale Niles's image. Dale lives in Fayetteville, Georgia. It's part of the 27 and it's called Two Men in a Bubble.
Dale consistently makes wonderful images.
She does. It's a good one. Thank you, Dale. So this image, isn't that something?
Yep.
That's a cool image. This is by Debbie Cole. She lives in Austin, Texas, and also in Mexico. She kind of goes back and forth. This is called Anna.
Perfect capture of that skirt. That's
I
great.
like all her tattoos.
Yeah, cool.
Very cool. Thank you, Debbie. Dennis Hagen. This image is entitled Chaos with 5 inverted lines. Dennis lives in Hiawatha, Iowa, and he had a few words to say about this, if I can
Really like the graphic
pull it up.
painterly
Where
aspect
did it go?
of this.
Here it is. Here we
Yeah.
go.
This is a digital photo composite with an abstract figure overlaid with a series of 5 inverted horizontal lines, which then makes it a collage. The chaotic blurred image is in contrast to the structuring of the straight lines. Overlapping photos were not planned or staged, and subject matter was found in various locations at various times. My focus is exploration, and my goal is to create images I have not seen before. Thank you to the juror for including me in this show. Nice job.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Dennis.
Very nice conceptual image.
So Diane Finster. Diane lives in Pacifica, California. The title of this is The Light Has Left My Eyes, number 3. And it is part of the 27.
Really nice image, Diane. Well done.
She does all kinds of good work.
Yep.
Good one. This image, this I just posted actually on Instagram. And that's another thing I'm going to tell you guys about. If you like an image on Instagram, please give it a like. And whichever of these images gets the most likes, they're going to receive the Visitors Award. And this image is done really, really, really well. This is entitled. This is by Diane Pointsky. She lives in Sacramento, California. This is called Uncertainty Number 2. She did write some words about this, Kevin.
Okay.
Here you go.
Uncertainty 2 and other images in this series were made because of a desire to create abstract art with my photographs. However, there is also uncertainty when working in a way that sometimes feels very uncomfortable. I was inspired to submit to this exhibit when I saw the title Unmoored. These images begin with many layers of textures made with my iPhone. These can be photos of walls, sidewalks, and even dumpsters. Different blend modes in Photoshop are used to get the desired mix of color and texture. Once I am happy with the texture layers, I cover them with another solid colored texture and create a layer mask. Using Photoshop brushes I made from my own images. I stamp out areas of the mask, revealing the colors and textures below. Other brush elements are added to complete the composition. Thank you for the opportunity to show Uncertainty 2.
Cool.
Very cool.
So Diane, we have a little thing in common. We're both CPAs, and I just love it when, you know, the debit and credit person can go in and create something like that.
Yes, very cool.
Yes, it's very cool.
Very nice.
Thank you, Diane.
Yeah. An abstract expressionist
Yeah.
photograph.
Okay. Elizabeth Kale, who lives in Custer, South Dakota. This is called Captured by Cell Phone.
Yeah.
Remember the blue bear?
Yeah.
Now we got a blue deer.
Yeah. Is this the same
Yeah, the
photography?
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And very nice. I love that treatment.
Yeah, I do too. Good job, Elizabeth. Thank you. So this is Elizabeth Wood. Elizabeth Wood lives in West Vancouver, British Columbia. This is called Girl in a Blur. This is part of the 27.
Really interesting.
Yeah, she does really great work.
There's many ways to read that photograph.
I like that a lot.
Nice job.
Good job. Thank you, Elizabeth. So Ginger Gore Russell. Actually, I think that's a self-portrait. And Ginger lives in Hemp Hill, Texas, which is not far from where I grew up. And Hemp Hill's a little tiny town. Probably not anymore. The title of this is My Mother's Name Was Snake. It is part of the 27.
Wow, what a title.
Yeah.
That's great.
Isn't that
Yeah.
great? Yeah, I like that a lot.
Wow.
Good job, Ginger. Thank you. She graduated from Lamar. too.
Is that right?
She did.
So you and her,
We have something in common
you're
too.
alumni.
We're alumni. So this is by Garden Saparia, who lives in Mount Kisco, New York. The title of this is Stand, and it is part of the 27, and he had a few words to say about it. Ready for that, Kevin?
Stand is one image in my portfolio of fantastic images of the natural world. This series falls into the category of non-representational visual art. These fantasies are influenced by my imperfect memory of a time and place, as well as by imagery of landscapes seen in my pre-dream state, referred to by scientists as hypnagogia, and in my dreams. Each image is a joyful reminder of natural locations I've experienced, but each is also my attempt to idolize the landscape in the hope that the viewer will feel a little of what I felt. The images are intended to cause the viewer to take a moment to pause and construct their own stories and emotions. Every image is a time-consuming composite of multiple landscape photographs I have taken over years around the world. Their final form blurs the line between photography and painting. Web-based generative artificial intelligence was not used.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really,
Yeah, you could really look at that for a long time.
it's surreal.
Yeah. Good job.
Nice job.
Then we have a blue horse. This is entitled Blue Horse. I wonder why.
We just had something go haywire.
Uh-oh. It's blue, but it's not a horse.
Let's see what happened.
There you go. So Blue Horse is by Honey J. Walker, who lives in London. It is part of the 27, and she had a few words to say about that.
I really like this image.
Me too.
This photograph started as a base layer of rubbish bags that had been caught in a nearby pond, which I photographed multiple times, layer upon layer. In the UK, we have had a particularly wet year with plenty of flooding. Many countries across the world have also suffered unprecedented storms, flooding, and hurricanes. The horse is seen wading through water up to its chest, but could this be the future we face, where animals graze in fields of blue created by an ever-growing pile of rubbish and global weather elements or events? Excuse me, honey. Nice. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
Well
something
done.
we all need to be thinking about.
That's for sure. All right. So now we have a couple of images here by Howard Rankin. He lives in Raleigh, Essex in the UK. And this particular one is called Buoyed, and it is part of the 27.
That's interesting. Must be a pier and buoys that he's shooting.
I know,
at.
it's kind of cool, isn't it?
I love the faintness of the yellow buoy.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Yeah, this one caught my attention
Yeah.
when he entered and I was going through the images. I really liked it. And this one, completely different for him, is called Rising.
Does he have any kind of
No, he didn't write anything.
no words?
No words.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Thank you so much, Howard. Well, you got to laugh when you see this. This is by Jeff Sheewey, who lives in Chicago, Illinois. The title of this is, I don't know why I even have to look it up. I think it's on the screen.
That's Dwayne Michaels.
It is Dwayne Michaels. Don't Touch the Artist is what it's called. It is part of the 27, and Dwayne Michaels actually wrote that on the bottom and signed it.
Jeff has been traveling around the country taking images of well-known photographers. He's got a whole body of work of it.
So we kind of played with this one a bit. I think Dwayne
he
was,
really has that many on.
he does.
Yeah.
Dwayne was actually giving some kind of lecture or something, and
Yeah,
so he
yeah,
put in all the arms. It's a great image. I love that.
yeah, it is.
And actually, he has Jeff has a solo exhibit up right now on our website.
That's right.
So go
He does.
check it out. So this image is by Joanne White, She lives in Vancouver, Canada, and it's called The Land. It is a diptych, which I like a lot. Love diptychs. And she had a little bit to say about that.
Nice job of having that image on the left, break that picture plane. That's
Yeah, I
cool.
like that. Yeah.
Shot with my Bel Air 6x12 jet setter on Kodak Portra. An accidental partial wind of my film created this unique in-camera double exposure. Wow,
Wow.
that's cool. When I read the theme, open theme, unmoored, liberated, unbound, sprung, emancipated, uncaged, unfettered, expressed, unleashed, I immediately thought of this double exposure. The grass is partially held back by the sky with such a defined and hard edge, while the rest of it bled through, unmoored, liberated, unbound, sprung, uncaged, unleashed, released into the landscape. Thanks again. It's wonderful being a part of this exhibit. Well,
Cool.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's a really
That's a good
interesting
one.
image.
Thank you, Joanne. So Joy Sussman, I love this image. Joy lives in Randolph, New Jersey, and it's entitled At Rest. It's part of the 27, and Joy always has good words to say about her images. And
Yeah, beautiful image.
here we go.
A few years ago, I found myself in a creative rut, and to break out of it, I started making photographs that were completely unlike any others I'd done before. At the time, I was mainly photographing nature and still life, so a conceptual self-portrait was quite a departure for me. I've long been inspired by the moody visuals of film director David Lynch, and this photograph is a direct result of that inspiration. Wearing my wedding dress, I sought to create something eerily mysterious, as David Lynch often does. I felt positively charged by the finished shot because it was so dramatically different for me. I shared it to my Instagram gallery, but it fell short of the usual Instagram love. Most people who were following me back then were for the still lives, were following me for the still lives. However, one person commented that it was exciting and unsettling and mysterious. It makes me wonder, something true art often does. That was a quote from the person looking at the image, which is cool. Mission accomplished. This particular shot has been through so many edits over the years. I like to play with it because it represents the unknown. My favorite photographs that I create these days are almost always the moody and mysterious ones. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you so much, Joy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
Well
I love that.
done.
I didn't realize it was her wedding dress, though. That's cool. So this is by Karen Kress. Karen lives in Woodbine, Maryland. It's called Trees Imagined.
That's a painting.
Yes, it looks like a painting.
It does.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Thank you, Karen. So Lori Peak. Lori lives in Tappan, New York. And this is entitled For Gary. And it is part of the 27, and she has some words to say about this right there.
Okay. In Lieu of Flowers is dedicated to my son Jackson, who drowned in a pool in Mexico in 2020. And it's for others I've known whose funerals I could not attend. And it's for all those who've suffered the loss of a loved one. Creating this series has been healing for me, and it meant to help heal others. With this memorializing project, I draw on my longtime fascination with layers, abstraction, ambiguity in the natural world. Working with floral elements, mostly from the garden, I am grateful for the world of plants that are ever renewing and ultimately provide life and sustenance for everything on the planet. Arranging and layering them, mixing up the scale, finding the right colors is all absorbing and allows me the freedom to create a new mysterious reality. The final images are digital composites printed as archival pigment prints on semi-translucent vellum. Hand applying gold and silver metallic leaf gilding to the backs of the prints creates a shimmering glow evocative of sacred art. Carefully rubbing the gilding into the vellum and varnishing the finished results reconnects me to the craft of film photography and makes each print unique. Honoring my losses and celebrating the memories of departed loved ones has given me a strong sense of purpose and agency. These are the flowers I was not able to send. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Really nice. Yeah.
Very well done.
It's it just draws you in. There's so much going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of a silk screen to a little bit. It looks a little bit like a serigraph, which I think is cool.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah. Thank you, Lori. So this image is by Laurent Delhaye, who lives in Paris. The title of it is, you want to just guess?
I have no idea.
The Last Supper.
That's an interesting take on the Last
It is a
Supper.
very interesting
Yeah.
take on the Last Supper, and we just couldn't resist, so we selected it for our Director's Award.
Very, 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 very interesting.
Well
Now,
done.
it can be taken many different
You
ways.
can.
We're not going to get into that
No, we're not
today.
going there. But it's just wonderful.
It
You
is.
can look at that for a long time.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, well done. Thank you. So Lawrence Manning, here he is.
Really nice image, Lawrence.
So Lawrence lives in Nampa, Idaho. And this one is called the 16th V7. I think he means version 7. I'm just
I
guessing.
think that's right.
And this is part of the 27.
I really like the fact that he played with those blues in that background. That's cool.
Yeah,
Good job, Lawrence.
he likes those birds.
He does like
And
those
he uses
birds.
them all the time, and I love birds too, so good job. Thank you, Lawrence. So Leanne Trivedes, who lives in our sister city of Johnson City, Tennessee. The title of this is Context.
Cool image.
It is a cool image.
Yeah.
There's a lot to look at there.
Is
The colors.
what if that is that a reflection? Is that how she got that?
Probably, don't you figure looking out the
Yeah.
window at the city and
Yeah.
the reflection of,
Yeah,
of wherever she is.
nicely
Yeah.
done.
She does great work. Look at her website. She's got lots going on. The next two images are by the same photographer. This is Linda Plaisted, who lives in Frederick, Maryland. This particular one, I hope I don't get them mixed up. Dang, you got it covered up. I think this one is To the Light,
Okay.
and I could be wrong.
I really like that image.
Yes, I do too.
So it is it's like a collage.
It is a collage. It's
yeah,
absolutely a
right.
collage.
Right.
Yeah, somehow she pokes the holes in the image and then collages everything together, and
Very cool.
yeah, they're really wonderful. And this one is called Paint by Numbers.
Yeah, these are great.
Mhm. And this one is in the 27. Oh, well, she wrote stuff about it.
She did.
Yeah, she did. I almost
Okay.
forgot. There you go.
I created my series How the Light Gets In response to a good friend's terminal cancer diagnosis. Excuse me, let me drink some water here. I created my series How the Light Gets In response to a good friend's terminal cancer diagnosis, which landed like a grenade amid the constant bombardment of dark and disturbing imagery we have all been subject to over the past several years. Shattered, I was looking for a way to express my own grief and society's collective despair while also searching for some small pinpoint of light in a dark time. I heard an old Leonard Cohen song one day and his words inspired an idea. These are Leonard Cohen's words. Here we go. The birds they sang at the break of day start again. I heard them say, don't dwell on what has passed away or what is yet to be. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. I love that song. Layering my original photography, vintage found photos, and collected paper ephemera, I then applied a hand-painted dot pattern on top of the natural elements to represent tiny cracks in everything where light and love can get in and shine out. In this series, the trees and animals represent our eternal connection to the natural world, while the distressed paper scraps show the fragile and fleeting passing away of all things. Very well said and beautifully done.
They are beautiful.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's a great series.
Congratulations.
Well done, Linda. Linda's going to have a solo exhibit with us in January, I believe it
Okay.
is, because she got a direct Jurors Award. And which one?
Very cool.
Forgot. Portraits, I think. It was portraits.
Very cool.
Okay, so let's move on here. This is Lucinda Nichols. She lives in Australia. And this is entitled Flying High, and it is part of the 27. I just love the freeness of this.
Yeah, I like that a lot
It's just,
too.
yeah, I love it. Good job, thank you. Marky Kaufman, who lives in Shirley Center, Massachusetts. This is entitled Lace Dress, and it is part of the 27.
Beautiful as always.
So she does chemograms, so that's how this was created, and I just watched a video about her creating her, not a video, it was a live presentation, with, oh goodness, I forgot who it was with. Go on her website, there's probably a link to it and you can watch it, and she talks about how she does her chemograms. It's really interesting,
Very nice.
yeah. I love this image. This is by Melina Meza, who lives in Oakland, California. This is called Framed, and it is part of the 27.
She has a video up on her.
Yes, yeah, we did a gallery talk with
We
her.
did.
She got a director's award,
Yeah.
and
So
one of
where can people find that?
so there, if you look on our website and go to the, I think we call it ASG Conversations, it's where the blog is. And all the blogs that we've done are listed on there, and
Yeah.
boy, it's getting to be a long number of them, Kevin.
Yeah, I know it.
So we talk to all of these photographers and record it and put it on there.
She has one on there.
She has one on there. It's a really good talk too. So, thank you, Melina. So this is Michael Stefanski. He lives in Holliston, Massachusetts, and he has 2 images here. And this particular one, dang, you know the titles are covered up on here, Kevin. Holliston, Mass, 2016.
I love all that foreground. That's great.
Except I think I got it backwards. So, okay, that's Holliston, Mass, 2016. And the previous one was from the parking lot of Melissa and Ernie's wedding.
There we go.
And the previous one, go back to it, Kevin. So this particular one is in the 27. And these are Silverjaw's and prints. He only prints in the dark room.
Really well done.
He only does film. Good for him. And so this one is Holliston, Massachusetts, 2016. And he told us those are like tires?
Yeah, what were they?
Tires, I
I
think.
thought it was grass at first, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not what you think it is.
Yeah.
It's a really cool image. Thank you, Michael. So we have the next 2 images by Nadine Gokson, who lives in White Plains, New York. And let's see, what are the titles of these, Kevin? I'm gonna mess these up too. Intimate Landscapes 4 and 5, and I'm not sure which is which. This is probably 4. The next one's 5. And she did write a little bit about this.
Beauty surrounds us, but usually we need to be walking in a garden to know it. That's a quote by Rumi. These Polaroids are part of my Intimate Landscape series, which focuses on small, natural environments. Whether it's ivy on a fence or sunlight through branches, these images capture the quiet beauty that often goes unnoticed. Using Polaroid photography, I aim to show that even the smallest landscapes can have as much impact as the grandest ones. Best regards, Nadine. Well done, Nadine.
Yeah, she submitted 5 of these and they were so beautiful together.
Yeah.
I wish they were all together.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
Thank you very much. This is lovely.
She also has some really nice underwater photography.
She does. Really nice. Yep. So Peggy Reynolds, Essex Junction, Vermont. This is called Big Sky Open Road.
That's cool.
I know this one,
Yeah,
you figured
that's a great composite, but
there's a lot of compositing going on
very,
there.
very well done.
Yeah. I like that, Peggy. Good
Yeah.
job. Okay. Bill Lowenthal, sorry, Lafayette, California. He has a whole series of these water pictures that are pretty amazing. This one is called Freedom.
Way just captures the energy of that wave. It's incredible.
Yeah, his whole body of work is really cool.
Uh-huh.
Check it out on his website.
Very nice.
Thank you, Phil. Richard O'Neill, who lives in Thousand Oaks, California. This is called Unknown. It is part of the 27.
It's kind of an unsettling image.
It's a very unsettling image.
That boat's headed out into the great dark unknown.
I think I
What
watched
the
a
hell
movie
were they?
like that.
What the hell were they
There's
thinking?
a movie called The Fog or something. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
Thank you, Richard.
Nice
That's a
shot.
really nice shot. This image is by Robin D. Singh, who lives in Linden, New Jersey, and it is entitled Death Valley.
That's cool. Yeah, that's very cool.
It's almost like the background's painted on.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you. Roger Legge. Probably said that wrong. close enough. Leege. He lives in Venice, Florida, and this is called Elbow Room, and we did select this for the 27. It's just the look on that guy's face.
Well, it's so mundane and odd. That's why it works.
Yeah.
It's like just a guy standing by an elevator, but he's not just standing by an elevator, you know? And then there's the attitude of that other fellow, like,
He's
okay,
working.
so do they just have a fight, or is he hiding from the other guy? What the
This
hell's
should be in
going on?
story.
It should be.
You just wrote a story about it. Thank you, Roger. Ronald Butler, New York, New York. This is called Veiled, and it is part of the 27. And of course, Ronald has some nice words to say about this. There you go, right there.
Brian Eno once said, listening to a record repeatedly, you're hearing something that you know is identical every time you play it. It doesn't change. So if something seems different, a change has clearly happened in you. I like that quote. I think of this quote often as I move through my day-to-day life. I have learned to be patient and open as I walk the city. There comes a moment when that little nothing I pass every day becomes something, and I can see the essence behind it, stirring something in me. The challenge is to compose and frame it before it becomes nothing again. I contemplate meanings later. Nicely said.
Yeah,
Well done.
it's a good statement.
Good job, Ron.
Yeah. Ron also has a gallery talk.
He does. That's right. So
Yes.
check that out
Check
too.
that one out too.
He is very, very good with ethereal type material.
Yeah. So Sally Riggs Fuller, who lives in Dade City, Florida. This is her image entitled Incoming. And it is part of the 27.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love that.
those colors are great.
They are great. Good job, Sally. Thank you. We have another bird here. The Sallys are taking bird pictures. How about that? This is Sally Seymour in Napa, California. And this is called House Finch. And she wrote a little bit about it. There you go.
A while back, I happened on the corpse of a small songbird just off the asphalt of my county road, intact as if sleeping. A small jolt of grief, with then anger at the casualty inflicted, then ignored. Who will miss my small feathered neighbor? How should I mark her fall? Beauty and death, spirit and flesh, presence and absence, questions without answers. Nice, very
Yeah.
nice.
Beautiful image.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Thank you, Sally. So Sharon Covert, Tinton Falls, New Jersey. She's had numerous images in her exhibits. This is called 10 Months, One Wish. It is part of the 27, and that is a self-portrait. Very cool.
I wrote a story about one of her images.
You did?
Yeah, I really like that story and that image. Yeah.
Good. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Very nice. Yeah.
So this is the image that received the Jurors Award. And of course, it's part of the 27. This is by Stephanie Duprie Routh, who lives in Austin, Texas. It is entitled Phoenix number 33, Gaga Floating in the Metaverse.
I love what Debra said about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
You can
nice.
see, it's hard to, you don't know what it
You
could
don't,
be menacing, or that kind of has almost a smile. I mean, so maybe it's a humorous thing. Who knows?
I don't know.
That's what's cool
I
about it.
don't know. It's very nice though. Thank you so much, Stephanie. So now we have 3 images by the same photographer. Okay, this is the first one. And this one is entitled Tracy, the Petal Series. This is by Tall Spencer. And I'm sure I said that wrong, but I tried. Anyway, this is her first image. And we did get to talk to her. And so she's got a whole series called the Petal Series of women holding flowers in their mouth.
Yeah, these are really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really beautiful. And this is the second one. And it's untitled. The Petal Series.
Did she write anything?
She did not. Do you remember about them?
I remember
Yeah.
no, I don't remember.
Anyway,
Unfortunately.
this is also her image. It's entitled Water Lilies, Prague, Czech Republic, and it's part of the 27. I do remember this, that she had gone to Prague for school or something, wasn't it? And,
Don't ask me.
yeah, I
I
know.
don't remember what we had for lunch.
We haven't had lunch yet.
Oh, no wonder.
Anyway, this is a beautiful image. I love
Yeah,
this.
it's very nice.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Tal. And you know, we're at the end, believe
Is
it or
this the
not.
very last one?
I think this is the last one. This is the last one. So Wright Shickley, Wright, you always have to be last. He was last time.
Well,
Anyway, he's from Palo Alto, California, and this is called Unchained.
cool.
Unchained.
Yeah.
Unchained. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Wright. That's a great image.
Yeah, it is.
And that's it.
Okay.
We don't have any more to look at. That went pretty quick.
Well, let's see if we can get back to where we started. There we go. Well, thank you, everybody, for
Yeah.
listening.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Come back next time. We might have popcorn or something. So,
Yeah, that sounds good, Kevin. Thank you.
uh,
All right.
can
Thank you so
still
much.
get popcorn at the movie? I think I hadn't been to a movie. So,
I haven't either, but I'm
okay.
sure you can
Yeah,
for a lot of money.
yeah. Or you can get those mint things. Remember the chocolate?
Junior mint.
Junior mints, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we'll have junior mints the next time. All
All
right,
right.
thanks a bunch.
Thank you.
And thanks to
Bye-bye.
all the photographers for entering, and thanks to Deborah.
Yes, thank you, Debra, very much.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.